Hello everyone, I am Divya from Grammar Guru Peedom. In our previous lessons, we learned three important tenses: the present perfect tense, the simple past tense, the past continuous tense. But if you use them separately, your English may still sound very basic. For example, I have visited Goa. I went to Goa last year. It was raining. These are correct sentences, but fluent speakers usually combine these tenses to tell a complete story. When you combine them, your speaking becomes more natural, more detailed, and more fluent. Today, I'll show you a simple formula that can help you narrate your past experiences like a confident English speaker. Let's begin. The three-step formula. Whenever you speak about a past experience, try to follow these three steps. Step 1, the experience. Use the present perfect tense. This tells us what experience you have had in your life. For example, I have visited Goa. I have tried scuba diving. I have spoken on stage. Notice that the exact time is not mentioned. We are simply talking about an experience. Step 2, the specific time. Now use the simple past tense. This tells us when the experience happened. For example, I went there last year. I did it during my vacation. I gave a speech in my college last year. Now the listener gets more information. Step 3, the background story. Now use the past continuous tense. This makes your narration more interesting and vivid. For example, it was raining when we reached the beach. I was feeling nervous before I entered the water. My hands were shaking when I started speaking. Now your listener can actually imagine the situation. This is where your English starts sounding more natural. Example 1, travel experience. Listen carefully. I have visited Goa. I went there last year with my friends. It was raining when we reached the beach. Let's look at this again. I have visited Goa. This tells us the experience. I went there last year with my friends. This tells us when it happened. It was raining when we reached the beach. This gives us the background story. Can you see how the narration becomes richer? Now let's look at another example. Example 2. Again, experience. I have tried scuba diving. Specific time. I did it during my vacation. Background feeling. I was feeling nervous before I entered the water. Repeat after me. I have tried scuba diving. I did it during my vacation. I was feeling nervous before I entered the water. Great job. Let's try another one. Example 3, public speaking. I have spoken on stage. I gave a speech in my college last year. My hands were shaking when I started speaking. Notice how the past continuous helps us describe the situation. Instead of simply saying, I gave a speech, we can add, my hands were shaking when I started speaking. Now the listener can understand your feelings. Repeat after me. I have spoken on stage. I gave a speech in my college last year. My hands were shaking when I started speaking. Excellent. Why does this make you more fluent? Many learners speak like this. I visited Goa. I tried scuba diving. I went to a wedding. These sentences are correct, but they are very short. When you combine three tenses, you automatically speak longer and more naturally. For example, I have attended a big wedding. I went to my cousin's wedding last year. Everyone was dancing when I arrived. This sounds much more like real communication. You are no longer giving isolated sentences. You are telling a story, and storytelling is one of the keys to fluency. Quick review. Remember this simple formula: present perfect, experience. I have visited Goa. Simple past, specific time. I went there last year. Past continuous, background action or situation. It was raining when we reached the beach. Put them together and you get a natural narration. Experience, time, background story. Your speaking challenge: choose one experience from your life, maybe a trip, a wedding, a school event, a new skill, a food experience, a shopping trip. Then make a three-sentence narration. For example, I have visited name of the place. I went there 2 years ago. The sun was setting when we reached the top. Write your narration in the comments below. I would love to read your answers.
Hey, I completed my speaking module. I improved my speaking skills.
Grammar Peedom helps you practice speaking without a teacher or online or offline classes at a specific time. And if you would like free speaking practice, visit grammargurupeedom.com or check the link in the description. You can answer speaking questions aloud, practice privately. You will be graded for each practice and build your confidence step by step. Before you go, don't forget, like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to Grammar Guru Peedom, and we'll meet soon. Thank you for watching.